Hello! So in today's video, I will be doing a tier list of characters that I regret pulling in Genshin Impact and characters, obviously, that I don't regret as well. I will be ranking all of my 5 stars, including the ones that I got on Standard Banner and lost 50/50s. You bet these ones will be very salty, but anyway, I wanted to do that because it's been a year since I started playing this game and I've gotten a few 5 stars. I mean, okay, more than a few. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so this year list will be divided in 4 categories. Don't regret, don't use anymore, but no regrets. Regret and delete from my account, please. There's a few characters that will go from delete from my account, but you guys will know when we get there. Let's start with Jean, Knight of Favonius. I got her on standard. I don't regret. I use her from time to time. Not my favorite, but I do not regret her. It's just a character that is there. Her healing is nice, especially with Furina. So I've been using her recently. She's okay. Like, there's nothing bad to talk about her. Mona. Now, I know a lot of you guys love Mona. Some of you guys have been trying to get Mona since you started playing the game back in 2020 when the game was released, but delete her from my account, please. I lost 3 50/50s to her, and it's usually 50/50s that I was really like happy to get the character, really hoping. She ruined my day 3 times. That's enough for me to want her deleted from my site. I don't want to see Mona. If I lose my 50/50 to Mona again, I am definitely going to start crying and throw my chair out of the window. Take her away from me. I would never use her. Never, ever, 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 ever. Like, you want a Mona? Let me know, because I can definitely pull a Mona on your account. Like, just take her away from me, please. The look is like, I never really used him, but I don't regret. I'm just gonna put like don't use anymore, but no regrets. Like, he's not even built. I got him a 15 PD on Wanderer banner while trying to get Faruzand. Fun fact, on the Wanderer banner I did almost 200 wishes and I got 3 5 stars and 1 single Faruzand. My Faruzand is still C4, so there's nothing to say, right? It's just pain. But yeah, the look was 15 PD, a 15 PD lost. There's nothing bad with him. I wish he didn't look that ugly. I am sorry. Like, the skin makes him look really, like, way better, but like his face just bothers me a little bit. I like him as a character, but his face just, you know. And also, I have another Claymore Pyro character, which is Gami now, so no need to use the look. He's just there. He's fine. He's okay. Chichi, we don't talk about her. Delete from my account, please. No elaboration, just take her away from me. I never want to see her. I wish she was not even on this list. I have C3 Chichi in like 5 months, so I don't need to explain. If I start explaining, I'm gonna get angry, and I will never use her in my life. So if you want a Chichi, just let me know. I will pack her bags and send it to you. She's currently sitting in my teapot in a prison, so we don't talk about her. Eula, the first character that I will put on a regret. Now, hear me out. She's not a bad character by any means. I just don't see a lot of use to her. Like, she's pretty, her gameplay was nice. I was fooled by the summer event. I wanted a Toma, and I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna lose my 50/50. Why not pull on Eula? I was very close to PD already, so please don't. I didn't pull like a lot on her banner. I was just like very, very, very close to PD. I was like 5 pulls of PD. So yeah, I pulled and I thought I was gonna lose because I had lost like 4 50/50s in a row at that point, and I ended up winning. That's life, I guess. I regret just because like I don't use her. She's just sitting on my account, and I never really feel the need to get her out of the basement and use her in any way. She's just there. But yeah, if you guys enjoy Eula, don't take this as me saying that she's a bad character. She's not. I think she's just very niche, especially because she's physical and a claymore. So it's like a combination from hell, because it's very, very difficult to use her. I feel like she's more of a character for showcases. But yeah, I regret could have used my wishes on another character. Yeah, I was actually like, as well, I was very salty because I didn't get to pity on Alhaiten's banner. I was very close to getting to pity and I did not because I ran out of places to explore and wishes. So yeah, it was a combination of a lot of things, and that's why Eula is on regret. She will be there most likely forever. Next one is Kaedehara Kazuha. Don't regret. I don't think ever in all the time that I will play this game I will regret Kazuha. He is an insane character that helps so much, and I'm not even talking about like how strong he is. I'm talking about how convenient it is to have Kazuha. You are in the overworld and you just like swirl everybody and they die, and then you don't have to do anything. You can just like use his skill to go up like mountains. You can use his skill mid-air. It's just like very convenient. I really like Kazuha. He has helped me tremendously, and I honestly don't know how people can live without having a Kazuha in their account, because whenever there's enemies scattered in the abyss, my first thought is it's Kazuha. Like, there's no other. I cannot use Sucrose, I cannot use Venti, I cannot use anybody that has crowd control except for Kazuha. He is the one. He's just like the character. I think, like, honestly, I don't think I ever heard anybody saying that they regret Kazuha, but if any of you guys do, let me know. Like, I'm very curious now if anybody actually regrets getting him, because he's just such a good character, such a versatile, and he adds so much value to any teams and even by himself. Like, just exploring using Kazuha is just, I don't know, I cannot take him away from my teams. And also, he's actually a little bit special because I got him, I think, one day before my birthday, so there's that as well. He was kind of like my birthday gift and stuff like that. So yeah, he's I would never forget him. He's just like the best. I really love him. Next one is Ayaka. Immediately goes to regret. I will tell you guys why. So at first when I got Ayaka, I was happy to get her because like it was my first 5-star, and I was just like very, very new to the game. I didn't know much about it. I didn't even know trials, you know, like you could do trials before getting the characters. If I knew, I would probably have done the trial and realized that she was not a character for me. I don't really like her dash. She goes under the floor and like does her little dash, and it's just like very hard to cancel, especially on controller. Maybe it's different on mouse and keyboard. When I started playing, a lot of people started saying like, oh my god, if you don't get Ayaka, you're gonna regret for the rest of your life. She's the greatest character, she's the strongest character. If you don't get Ayaka, you're not gonna be able to play this game. And I ended up being peer pressured to get Ayaka. It's honestly my fault. I shouldn't have gotten her. I should have like researched a little bit, but I was just like hyped to have a 5-star character. So I don't blame anybody for liking her. I blame myself for not having researched and seeing that she was not my style. I guess she's fine. I just never really feel like using her. I could probably just have waited to get another character, because whenever I was using her, it felt like pretty boring, pretty restrictive. So I just regret. I don't use her, honestly. So sorry to the Ayaka fans, but she's not my style, I guess. Miss Yoimiya, Miss Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever. I don't use her anymore, but I don't regret. She was one of the first Pyro Bow characters. Like, I fell in love with her playstyle and her character. She's so bubbly, so pretty, so adorable. She was the first character that I ever pulled on the weapon banner for. I got her Thundering Pulse. Thankfully, I won. At very high pity, but I won. So she was the first character ever in my accounts to have a signature weapon, which is amazing. It's very nice. I used her for a long time. It was very fun. But after a while, I just got tired of using the same character over and over, especially because I do have quite a few of them. So, you know, having her and just like using her all the time just felt like, I don't know, it just felt weird to keep using her after a while because there were other characters that I could use, but I still love her dearly, don't regret ever, and I still take her sometimes out to like fight bosses and just when I'm feeling in the mood, which is honestly not very often, but there are some days that I wake up and I think I will take Yoimiya for a walk today. So yeah, Yoimiya, don't regret, but don't use anymore. Raiden Shogun goes to no, don't regret. I lost my 50-50 on a Via banner to the one who shall not be named at 82 pity. And I was very upset about it because I really wanted Navia. So Raiden was not really my first option. But since I was already pretty close to Pity, I thought to myself, why not just get Raiden? She is very versatile. Raiden National is a very good team for the Abyss, and like I do Viewers Abyss, so I have been using Raiden National for the most part, and she's great. I think that she is a very good character, and yeah, to me, there is nothing really crazy about it. It's just Raiden National, really fun team. Can use her with Nahida as well. Don't regret her. She is fine. She's doing her thing. Even at level 80, she is very powerful, and the artifacts that I have on her are pure Hopian. Like, they are super bad, and she's still doing what she's supposed to do. The power of an Archon, I guess. But yeah, Raiden Shogun, don't regret. Alright, Yae Miko, don't regret. For a long time, I kept her on the bench. That is something that I regret. But she has been helping me so much on the Abyss recently. You have no idea. I think the past 3 Abysses, I was able to do it because she was in one of the teams. She was there. My Yae Miko actually was not a planned character. I actually lost Yoimiya's 50-50 to Mona, and I was pretty upset about it, so I thought I will do a 10 pull on Yae Miko. Why save in this game if I always lose? And then I ended up getting Yae Miko at 10 pity, so she was not invited to the party, but she decided to come anyway, and she made the party much better. So Yae Miko is pretty versatile as well. You can use her in Dendro teams. Sometimes I use her with Bennett, Xiangling, and Kazuha as well, the good old national core team. She does pretty good in that. I use her with Nuvilet as well. So I think it's a very good character. Damage-wise, she's not crazy, but of course, her turrets help quite a lot. I would love to get Tainari eventually to use with her, but for now, Tainari has been avoiding me like the plague. He does not want to come home whatsoever, and I am crying every time that I pull on a banner and I don't get him. So hopefully Tainari will come home eventually, and then I will be able to use him with Yae Miko. I think that will be the perfect, you know, Quicken team, because both of them are great, and I really like both of them as characters. So she was very cheap, so no regrets. Nahida, also don't regret. She is honestly just I don't have many Dendro characters actually. Like, she is literally the only Dendro character that I have built on my account, because who else do you need when you have a Nahida? She by herself does so much damage, and even with like a really bad build, she will do what she needs to do. So to me, I don't think I need another Dendro except for Alhaiten. Okay, I will definitely pull for Alhaiten when he comes back, but he is definitely not an Nahida substitute. He's going to work right by her side there. It's going to be great. I think that it will elevate my Dendro teams even more, because Nahida already does insane. Like, her skill duration, like Dendro application, is just unmatched. I don't think there's any other character that can match that Dendro application ever, unless they decide to one day make another intro character that will have more application than Nahida, which I highly doubt, because that would kind of like take away a little bit of the appeal of having her. I mean, she's an Archon, there's that as appeal, but in any case, I think that Nahida is just insane. I wonder if anybody ever regrets getting Nahida. Maybe if you don't really know how to build her properly, maybe if you don't understand like, oh, she scales with EM, you might kind of think she's underwhelming because of that. But I don't think anybody that actually like builds characters and uses them for like Abyss and stuff like that ever regretted getting a Nahida. I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there that might think that her playstyle is boring. I'm very curious, like let me know, like though any of you guys regret Nahida, that's something that got me thinking now. Wanderer Instant, don't regret. I love Wanderer, he's one of my favorite characters. I do have a lot of the animal characters as my favorites, so Wanderer, Kazuha, and Xiao are my favorites. And Wanderer, just like I use him every day for exploration and like dailies and stuff like that. I don't really use him on the Abyss because I don't have Faruzan C6, I have Faruzan C4, which is a tragedy. But we don't really need to talk about Faruzan in this video. We don't. Wanderer is definitely one of my favorites, and I lost his 50-50 to the one who shall not be named. Alright. And my community ended up gifting me gems so I could get Wanderer, which was really, really sweet. So for that as well, he has a special place in this list. I think like he would deserve his own list as like favorites. I should have probably done that, but I didn't think too far into it. But yeah, Wanderer is definitely one of my favorite characters, and I don't think he would ever go to any tier besides Don't Regret or a favorite tier. Lini, Don't Regret. I really, really love Lini's playstyle. He's effortlessly great. Like, he does so much damage. His character is really charming. Lini is very charming. I love his playstyle. I really love his design. I think it's really cute. I love his hat. It's adorable. Character-wise, I also really like his story. I have not done his story quest yet, but what I have seen of him on the Archon quest, I really enjoy, especially the fact that he's like conflicted between like the Fatui and like Traveler and all of that. It's very, very nice. He was actually insanely easy to build because you can kind of focus more on attack and crit damage because of the Marishusi Hunter. But I had to live in that domain for a long time because I have more characters that use Marishusi Hunter. But yeah, Lini was very easy, and he effortlessly do like 150k damage with his skill. He's not even like fully leveled, like his talents are 888 currently on my account, so he's just insane, honestly. Such a good character. I know that not a lot of people enjoy him because there's like Pyro DPS, there's like Huta, Yoimiya, Diluc, so it's kind of difficult to get to the point where like I will choose Lini. I would choose Lini over any of the Pyro DPSs at any day. I just really, really, really enjoy him, and he actually is using Yoimiya's bow right now. I'm so sorry, Yoimiya. Novelette also goes to Don't Regret. I don't think I have anything to say about Novelette. He's just easy mode. The game is considerably easy already. Like, you just gotta build your characters and, you know, try to understand a little bit of how elemental reactions work. Except the Abyss. The Abyss I really... because, like, HP expunges and I don't fully build my characters most of the time. So, there's that. But Novelette just... he just destroys everything. Like, every single Abyss that I use him on is just... he just does it. It's really easy. I have his weapon as well. At last minute, I decided to pull for his weapon, and I ended up getting it at early PD, so lucky me, I guess, on that regard, because on the character banner, my luck is absolutely terrible. But yeah, Novelet is great. I really, really like using him. I think that everything that he is on, he makes everything easy. I know that you have to use different elements to make use of his passive. I don't, and he works. So you don't have to use every character as the rule says, you know, you can just do whatever you want. I use my Novelet with like Furina and Charlotte and Kazuha most of the time, and it's not like 3 or 4 different elements, it's just 2 or 3, so yeah. He still does his thing. He does a lot of damage. He does not get all of his stacks from the passive, but I don't think I need more damage than what he does. He already is doing amazing. And my Novelet is pretty well built. I invested a little bit on him. Like I said, I stayed a long time in Marashusi Hunter domain. Next character is Risley. Now, he is between don't use anymore but no regrets and the regrets tier, but I will put him on don't use anymore but no regrets. I actually really like his play style in theory, but in practice it's just not... I don't really have enough reason to use him that much, you know? In practice, I just don't... I never really take him out of the basement to use him and, you know, try different things. But when I try, I have fun. But I generally don't use him. I honestly barely use any cryo characters except for Layla and Charlotte. Mostly because they are supports, but like main DPS Ice, I don't try to use much. You can see that the 2 cryo characters that I have, I mean 3, are on regrets. So he is the only one that didn't make to the regret list of the cryo characters. I mainly pulled for him because I was thirsty and he's very hot and very tall and just like... I mean, you might get it, right? He was just really beautiful. You know, there's nothing else to say. Last character, Furina. Don't regret. Now, some of you guys, if you went to my streams, you know that I said I would never pull Furina, right? I ended up pulling Furina out of spite because I was just randomly pulling on the banner, like on her banner, and I was trying to get Charlotte, I believe. Yeah, it was Charlotte. So I was trying to get Charlotte copies, and then I pulled a single one, and I got Mona. So I was angry. I was like, there is no way I am gonna let the last 5-star on my list be Mona. So I decided to get Furina. And honestly, that was one of the best decisions because since I got her, I did not take her out of my team. She has been extremely helpful with her pets. They are very ruthless and destroy everything in the world. Like, even the plants, they attack even the plants. Like, what are they trying to do? Like, why are they so angry? But anyway, Furina, just really enjoy using her. The fact that she also heals in a pinch is amazing. Like, if you don't want to put a healer on the team while you're exploring, you can just use Furina as the healer. And she heals a lot, surprisingly. So yeah, she is the last character from this list. Alright, so that was it for the tier list. My 5-star characters that I regret and don't regret, and the ones that I wanted deleted from my account. Let me know in the comments if there's any characters that you regret pulling or characters that you didn't want to pull at first and ended up just using them every single day. I would love to know like what you guys pull for because I imagine it's pretty different from what I have on my account. But yeah. Thank you so much for joining with me today for this tier list. Thank you so much for supporting my channel since I started playing Genshin Impact a year ago. It has been a wild ride and many 50-50 losses, but I trust that the second year will be way better and all of the 50-50s will be a win. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any suggestions of videos that you want to watch, and maybe check my Genshin Impact playlist that I will leave like somewhere in the screen. Anyway, bye guys!